5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Engines full power and lift off. Go Falcon, go Bandwagon 3.
Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
So this project is about how we can produce the food we need if we want to travel in space, if we want to colonize other planets. It's really difficult to bring everything we need from Earth. Just think that an astronaut consumes between half a kilo and 1.5 kilograms of food per day, and every kilogram we ship to space can be 20,000 US dollars. So imagine every meal can be something like $10,000. So what if we just make the food we need in space instead of bringing it from Earth? So the solution is using microbes, so microorganisms such as bacteria or yeast that we are currently using on Earth to make some of these products already. So we can do microbial foods, we can produce ingredients like vitamins that are required for human health, we can make bioplastic, we can make pharmaceuticals. So if we bring a tiny little cell out in space, that cell can then grow and produce everything we need.
This one is a very pretty color. Oh, is that like? Yeah.
2 or 3 copy numbers, this only have one. You can see a different color, so this is more red. And yeah, you can see it's pretty stable. The problem we had before was the stability, so some of the colonies were white.
I see, yeah.
And now all of them look pretty good.
Because I was just going to ask, like, is that a reliable way, basically, of it?
Multiple copies, even if they lose one, they still use stability. But I think it's so interesting that we are now starting a PhD project focusing only on this. In this collaboration, we want to explore space bioreactor. So these are bioreactors that work in space. So a bioreactor is just a vessel, a fermenter, where cells grow. It's the same when we brew beer or wine. We have a vessel, and that's where the organisms can breathe and grow. So they look like the one I have behind me. So this is a bioreactor. They're actually growing cells of yeast that are producing a particular vitamin precursor, and they can be collected, extracted, and consumed. So for space, this is very difficult to bring. So we need to rethink how this bioreactor may look like.
Yeah.
Bezos Center of Sustainable Proteins. It's a bit of a mouthful.
Yeah.
I mean, any bodies.
So this is where the great collaboration with Frontiers Space is coming along, and they are developing devices that will work in space as our bioreactors work in our planet. And they look like something like that, but smaller, more modest, but this will allow us to generate a lot of information on how these cells behave in space conditions.
We'll do that in the other. It's not the actual bioreactor, but these are the prototypes. And this one I would refer to more as a storage device, actually.
Let's see, normal. New one 2 weeks ago, and then we can see the chromatogram discrete settlements. One is for organic acids, and the other one for sugars. So we can see.
Lab in a Box, fundamentally, is a bio and wet chemistry lab like what you see here, essentially. It has fluidic control, thermal control, the pressure is controlled, the atmosphere is controlled. And what we're trying to do is really bring it back down and miniaturize them and make them automated. For the fundamental reason is that mass per kilogram is the unit economics of space. The heavier it is, the more expensive it will be. And what we're trying to do is reduce the cost and make it more accessible.
Sometimes at the beginning you have to hold it, yeah, like this.
Yeah, so our entire lab actually just about this tall by 10 by 10. It weighs just under 1 kilogram. It has about 3 experiments on board, so we have optical capability, we have the experiment that we have with Imperial, and we also have our own microfluidic device experiment. But what we're seeing now is that the whole space infrastructure is getting built. So we're going to have commercial space station. We have much more regular uplift and downlift capability that enables us to really build and permanently station our bioreactors. That way, we can manufacture, let's say, cancer drugs in space and bring it back down for research or therapeutics. But down the line, when we have the moon base, we need these kind of bioreactors to be able to really sustain permanent settlement of human civilization in this environment.